I lived in Sudan ages 12 to 17, and I'd always had a very kind of conflicted experience being Sudanese in Canada and then being Canadian in Sudan, which that's what everybody called me. That's what my nickname was everywhere. So I just didn't feel good enough to talk about Sudan respectfully while also being funny. I didn't feel like I could do it justice for most of when I was doing stand-up. One of the big things when my family watched me or when my friends watched me, one of the big things that they were saying was, like, this was good, but we really wish you talked about that side of you. Hey, okay, happy to be here. Vancouver, we doing good, just for laughs? Yeah? This is good, happy to be here, man. I'm visiting from Alberta. That's not where I'm originally from. Where I actually grew up as a kid was London, Ontario. Yes, famously a miserable city. It's one of those cities where it's like when people ask you how it is, you just tell them what it is, right? They're like, oh, how's London? You're like, it's a city. And then I moved. And then when I was 12, I moved from London, Ontario to Khartoum, Sudan. That's where my family's from. Sudan, are we familiar with Sudan? Of course, right? Yeah. You've seen the commercials. Yeah, so, for the price of a cup of coffee a week. That's us. So, I went to high school there. I went to a British private school, where they civilized us. And then I, otherwise struggled, to relate. I struggled to get along there. I think I've always I left Sudan out of my stand-up for a long time. Sometimes I just didn't know how to bring it up, how to talk about it. But I do feel like I'm getting better at it now. And I'm finding that a lot of that came from embarrassment. Because I learned that I'm not very good at being Sudanese. Like, I'm allergic to sesame. Think about that for a second. Sesame seed, plant oil, hummus, falafel, tahini, everything crucial to the sustenance of my people could kill me. And here's the annoying part. I can't really relate as like a Canadian either. I get very torn as a Canadian too. Like I moved back here when I was 17 and I knew, I was gonna move. I moved from Khartoum, Sudan, to Lethbridge, Alberta. Yeah, the concern's appropriate. Thank you. And immediately I moved, and I didn't know that I was like, okay, I'm gonna be like one of the only black people. And then they're like, all right, cool. And then I go, and then they're like, you're not black. You're BIPOC. They changed the word without telling me. They change the words, nothing else. Just the words. That's it. It's like, and it always feels, they change the word for black people, and it always feels like black people are the last to know. No, just picture that image. There's always a white dude next to me explaining to me what BIPOC means, because up until that point, I thought it was Latin for Tupac. And now I just gotta take that shit. I just gotta take that. I don't know who needs to hear this, but the word black is fine. All right? You don't have to keep whispering it like we're Lord Voldemort. It's like I'm watching The Sixth Sense. Everyone's always like, I see black people. You don't have to keep doing that. No, all we asked for was civil rights and maybe stop saying the N-word, and we're good. Everyone was like, we were like, okay, no more N-word. And then I feel like there was like a PTA of like mothers with pixie cuts that were like, actually, we're gonna stop calling you anything anymore. We were like, no more N-word. They're like, how about Negro? And then we said, too close. Then they went, okay, how about colored people? And then we said, fine, will you stop shooting? And then they went, no, please. But we do feel guilty. How about people of color? What? That's not slick, white. That's just colored people backwards. And now there's another new one. Now it's racialized. Have you heard this? Racialized people. They'll be like, this is a safe space for queer, femme, and racialized people. Queer, femme, not my fight. But racialized, that's a weird word. Because it just makes it sound like you did race to somebody. As if I was just walking the streets one day, happy and white, and then a ghoul just hops out of a bush, creeps up from behind, throws some collard greens at me, and I started to transform. What, just my Vans turn into Jordans? My Thrasher hoodie into a dashiki? My mullet into dreadlocks? My family's carrying my body to a doctor. Please, you gotta save him. He stopped tipping. Please, we got pulled over 3 times on the way here. What's happening to him? And then the doctor's just looking, he's like, oh, I've seen this before. This poor sucker was racialized. It's one of the worst cases I've ever seen. Look, he's got Jordans and a dashiki. That's 2 different types of brother right there. Looks like something out of a Spike Lee movie. This is crazy. So yeah, the transition was difficult, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, it was weird. It was weird. When I moved to Lethbridge, I had to register for a new high school. So I pulled up at this new school, and I get there immediately. There's buzz. Word got around. There's an African kid. We got one. Like, that was the energy everybody was putting out. And I go in, get all registered, get all set up, leave the principal's office. This girl sees me, and her eyes just light up. Oh my God. Are you the kid from Africa? I say, yeah, I did some time, yeah. She goes, oh man, that's so cool. Did you ever live in like a house? I said, listen, honey, we live in Lethbridge, Alberta. All right, some rinky-dink, drug-addled town in the Bible Belt of the prairies of Western Canada. I need you to understand, this is the move down. This is where things are taking a left turn in my life. I was doing better before this. I had maids before this. I went to private school. My real name's Clarence. Like, I need you to understand. I'm talking to your dumb broke asses. But it is hard for me to blame her, you know? It's hard for me to blame her because, like, what did she have before me? What information was she working with? What, UNICEF? What was that gonna... National Geographic? What was that gonna teach her? No, you know, National Geographic had to come out and apologize for how they depicted Africans in all their programming, which, good. It's pretty messed up how they did it. Because when you think about it, when you think about it, to the average person, we were the only humans on National Geographic. Nobody else finds that hilarious? Just Africans and animals? Just animals and lip, disc, gaping earlobe, basket on the head, titties out, long nipples. Walking 12 miles for water, flies on your face, shocked at the sight of technology, Africans. And then the caption next to it would be like, this is Sudan. This is Africa. And then that's just what we took. By the way, I don't blame you. I thought that too. I grew up in Ontario. I was an 8-year-old in a waiting room at a doctor's office, going through one of these magazines. I flipped through it. There they are, National Geographicans, I like to call them. I see them. I see them and I look at my mom and I'm like, is this what it's like? Is this what it's like, Mom, in Sudan? And my mom gave my 8-year-old face the most serious look she'd ever given me. And she said, Faris, we don't know these guys. They look ridiculous. That's what she said. These are the most racialized people I've ever seen in my life. My name is Faris Hytiaa. Thank you so much. It felt very Vancouver. I think once I really kind of got into Africa, perceptions of Africa, you could feel kind of tension, and they don't know if they're allowed to laugh or not, and stuff like that, which I've at this point written into the set how to. It's okay. Like we can. It's like. We all know this is weird, and we can laugh at this. We know we're all better than what that was, at the very least.